You are walking down the street and you come across a man that says, "Hey, if you give me 1 quarter, I will give you a magical beanstalk that will grant you any wish that you desire." Do you
Hmm.
give him the quarter?
I would.
Traffic's okay. It's probably just gonna slow down in 10, 20 minutes.
What is the meaning of a squirrel's life?
That's a tough one. A lot of people say it's 42, but personally, I believe it is to enjoy yourself and really waste as much time in the virtual world as possible.
Folks! It's VRadio time. For those new to the show, this is an hour of curated music coming to you live from virtual reality. It's Friday, folks, end of the week. I'm chilling on a beach. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm enjoying the weather. Hey, I decided not to move my mouth this episode. I hope you understand. I want to transmit the thoughts directly to your brain. All right, folks, it's the end of the week. Get your calls ready. Get your vibing ready. Vibe check. Can we get a vibe check, folks? Folks, let me know in chat, what was the highlight of your week? What was the low light of your week? I, for one, my highlight was drinking some great coffee every morning. I find myself into the schedule that I find myself repeating during the first quarter of every year. Xander Lee says, "What is happening?" says Xander Lee. Xander Lee. Folks, we're going to be playing through some fantastic tracks that I've curated for you. We're also going to be playing some virtual reality simulations. We have about 3 different footage that has been sent to us by Mad Jack. Thank you, Mad Jack, for the footage. But first up, folks, is a song I'm sure you're all familiar with. This is Feather by Nujabes. Enjoy.
It's free real estate.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon. Fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater.
Taking chances, word tap dancing with wolves in an ice arena out there deep in the woods of Arizona.
Whoa, bring it in and hot with Feather by New Job Base. Hope you out there having a fantastic Friday so far. Is it Friday morning? Is it Friday evening for you? Hey, we got a birthday shout out in chat from Xander Lee's friend. Happy birthday, Xander Lee's friend. Folks, if you're new to the show, this is the fantastic part, one of my favorite parts, honestly, in which we take some calls here in Discord. So if you want to click the link down below to join, I'd love to chat with you. First caller of the Friday, March 6th, 2020 episode is Dom Rao. Hello, sir. How's it going?
Good, you?
You know, I can't complain, and sun's out, and birds are chirping. How's life on your end?
It's good. My bird is sitting next to me eating her breakfast. It's very sweet.
That's fantastic. What kind of bird do you have?
Cockatoo.
A cockatoo. Do you have any bird keeping tips for the aspiring bird handlers out there?
I do. If you've got a smart bird and you're wondering why they're so grumpy, I found that the best way to think about it is that they really are like people. They're not always going to be up super cuddly, and if they're angry with you, it's not that you're doing a bad job, it's that they're just not in the mood.
Interesting. And how long have you had birds?
I've had Gray, that's her name, for about a year and a half now.
Gray. Interesting. That's very exciting. We got a oh, and thank you for the bird tips. That was extremely helpful. Absolutely. So we got an important debate that we're gonna have to settle. We have about 5 seconds here. Very, very quick. Waffles or pancakes, Domro?
Waffles.
Waffles.
Easier.
Easier to make?
Well, easier to eat, and because, it doesn't, all the syrup doesn't dribble off.
It's true. It's like built-in pockets for the syrup.
Exactly, and you can put other stuff in there, so it's just easier.
Wonderful days, wonderful days. Dom Rao, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for calling in.
Same, of course. Bye.
Folks, it's VRadio. Thanks for tuning in. We got a fantastic track coming up next on the show. You know, I was thinking to myself the other day, what if water was flavored? And then I immediately thought, to the edge we must go, onward to the edge. Symphony of Science off of the Onward to the Edge album. This is Onward to the Edge.
The act of moving onward means we pass these signposts. One of them was first leaving Earth. The next one is hanging out on the moon. What's next? The planets. Onward to the edge. We're moving onward to the edge. Here we are together. This fragile little world. This fragile little world. Onward to the edge. We're moving onward to the edge. Here we are together. This fragile little world.
This is our sun, just another star in a sea of stars. The heart of the solar system, just another star in a sea of stars. Mercury is the closest planet. This tortured piece of rock has been stripped naked.
The moon has a sky, it has a horizon, it's another world. It's got Earth in the sky, just the way we have the moon in the sky. Onward to the edge, we're moving onward to the edge. Here we are together, this fragile little world. We're not the only world to think about. Worlds unknown. We're not the only world to think about. Think about worlds unknown.
There is a powerful recognition that stirs within us. When we see our own little blue ocean planet in the skies above the world. A powerful recognition that stirs within us. When we see our own little blue ocean planet in the skies above the world. The Saturn system offers splendor beyond compare because of its rings and very diverse moons.
These are no longer abstractions. These are worlds. Maybe there's life there. They've changed how we think about Earth.
Our own little blue ocean, our own little blue ocean.
A mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam, the pale blue dot.
Onward to the edge. We're moving onward to the edge. Here we are together. This fragile little world. This fragile little world. Onward to the edge. We're moving onward to the edge. Here we are together. This fragile little world. We're not the only world to think about. Worlds unknown. We're not the only world to think about. Think about worlds unknown.
The laws of nature create vastly different worlds with the tiniest of changes.
When I reach for the edge of the universe, I do so knowing that along some paths of cosmic discovery, there are times when, at least for now, one must be content to love the questions themselves.
That was Onward to the Edge by Symphony of Science here on VRadio. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. And we'll have an even greater weekend. We got some new calls here in Discord. If you'd like to join, you can click the link down below. Unfortunately, my mouth is not moving today. Transmitting the thoughts directly to the brain via audio visualization and different tracks sent across the world. Hey, Mystic, you're live on VRadio. How are you, sir? And or ma'am? Mystic, coming in. Mic check, 1, 2. Mystic, are you there?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, doing all right, man. Can't complain. How's life on your end?
Oh yeah.
What would you say was the worst part of your week, Mystic, and the best
Worst
part?
part of my week.
Renee, the worst part and the best part.
So, I'd say the worst part was this morning because I got sick this morning and it didn't feel great.
Rough.
Yeah. The best part would be getting new VR games. Spent about $100 on VR games this week. Feel good about it.
What was the loot that you got?
All right, let's see. Beat Saber, that was the first one that I bought, and then
Nice.
I bought Blade and Sorcery. That's a lot of fun. Robo Recall, and Pavlov. That was it.
That's a good lineup there, man. It's a good lineup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's great. Hey, we got a quick scenario that someone is actually sending us via the year 2033. You are walking along a space station. You see a man outside in a spacesuit floating outside of the space station. He says, "Sir, can you please open the airlock?" Do you open it for him?
I think I would. Given that the airlock is sealed and that I won't get sucked out into the vacuum of space.
You immediately open the airlock. The man was not a man. He was you. You greet your clone. You say, "Hello, Mystic." Mystic says, "Hello, Mystic." What do you do next?
Ask as many questions as possible. I would ask him how we got there.
You two converse for upwards of a full day. After which you say, "I'm hungry." You go to the kitchen and you realize you've been talking to yourself. Mystic, do you have any last words for the people?
I think you said it.
Mystic, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thank you, man.
Have a great weekend.
day.
Heal up.
You too. Thank you.
Folks, it's VR Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got a fantastic track for you up next. This is by an artist that used to do tracks with Nujabes back before Nujabes passed away. But Uyama Hiroto has some fantastic albums and fantastic tracks that capture that early lo-fi vibe. I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is 81 Autumn by Uyama Hiroto. That was 81 in Autumn by Uyama Hiroto. Folks, I want to give a quick thank you to Eric Gibson in our Twitch chat, gifting 10 Tier 1 subs to the Disrupt Y2K38 community here on Twitch. Thank you very much, Eric. Appreciate it. Red X says in chat, what is this? Thank you, Red X. Appreciate it. Excuse me, what he says, what the heck is happening? Red X, I would appreciate it if you would not use the H word here in VR Radio. We like to keep things family friendly. Folks, we got a couple more tracks for you coming up at the later half of the hour. McCowd, thanks for the follow there. Appreciate it. Coming up next, we got Sentimental Trash by Sweet Valley off of the Eternal Champ album. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. That was Sentimental Trash by Sweet Valley here on VRadio. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday, and we'll have an even greater weekend. It's been pretty rainy here for the most part in the physical world in Atlanta, but it's clearing up this weekend. Hopefully sunny skies or rain, either one. Folks, we're talking to Unknown Gamer next on the Discord. Hey, Unknown Gamer, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir, I am.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, we got a quick game if you're interested. There's no
game.
Fantastic. There's no points that we can win, but I assure you.
Well, it was best shot.
That's all we can ask for. All right. We're gonna try to create a cohesive sentence here if we can.
All right.
I'll start with one word. Then, basically, we're tossing a metaphorical speech, football back and forth. So I'm gonna start the sentence on robot. Robot can interact
with.
Robot can interact with coffee.
As well.
Robot can interact with coffee as well as
tea.
Period.
The
happy
squirrel
is
always
hungry
for
pie.
Period.
Unknown Gamer, I think we just created the first two sentences to a novel set in a sci-fi world featuring squirrels.
Oh, yes. With robot overlords. Or protectors, probably protectors.
Protectors. I love it. I would definitely buy that on Audible.
Definitely me as well.
Unknown Gamer, do you have any last words for the people before we play the next track here?
Stay chill, have a nice weekend, and hold on to it as long as you can, because the weekend's only twice of every week.
Unknown Gamer, have a great weekend, man.
You as well, sir.
Folks, it's VRadio. We got a track coming up next. This is Alone by Pete Biscuit. Thanks for tuning in. was Alone by Pete Biscuit here on VRadio. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to be taking some more calls here for the last half of the hour here on the show. If you'd like to join, you can click the link in the description below, Discord. Let's see here. Since Sir Crow, you're live on VRadio. What's up, man?
Nothing much, just hanging out this morning.
Can you settle an important debate I was just discussing with the corporate team here at the Disrupt HQ? How do we pronounce your name? Is it Sensor Cow? Sensor Co?
Yeah, it's Sensor Cow.
Sensor Cow. All right. Great. Do you prefer cows or chicken?
Cows are pretty good. And also chicken. I think I would rather have cows than chicken.
You'd rather go with the cows. Hey, man, I can respect that opinion. I think I respect someone that takes a stand, and really knows what type of food they want. There's a theory that I heard.
Yes.
There are 3 things that will always be funny. One is, of course, the fart. Okay. 2 is a cow.
Yeah. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, you picture a cow. Its face, like right in front of your face. There's something about that immediately makes me laugh. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
It's the eyes, the chewing. Hey, Sensor Crow, we got another debate topic that I don't know. Are you okay with settling this one? It might be very divisive.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't even know if I should bring this one up. This is okay. I'm just gonna go for it. God, I don't know, man. I don't know, Sincere Crow. Should I ask this one?
I don't know.
It's pretty. It's a very big debate topic. I don't know if. Okay, no, we'll go with it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
When the Sector 6349 really discrepancy came into effect within the digital government, there was one particular senator that said, I do not care for that specific application of the anonymous scripting that went into the digital sector. I'm sure you remember when that happened last month, but I was wondering what your opinion is on the new legislation that the individual perspective government is sort of hoping to put into place within the new digital economy. What's your stance on that?
I really haven't caught up with that, so I really don't know a lot of it.
No problem. No problem at all. Yeah. We'll move on to the next question. There was a number that came after the third election. It was specifically a number relating to 9 4. What was the third number that came after that one? Do you remember that?
I'm gonna say, I think it was 5, maybe.
You are correct. That was very on the spot. Congratulations. If you do remember back to the number 5, that was related to the transgeneral aspect of the philosophical simulation that formulated back in the third dimension. What is your opinion, or rather, would you agree with the statement that the fifth dimension is present?
I'm kind of skeptical on that. Like, it could be possible. I kind of think it is, but in other terms, it may not be possible. So.
Sensor Crow, you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you have strawberry jam and you have grape jam. Which one are you going for?
I'll say strawberry.
Strawberry jam for Sensor Crow. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, man. Do you have any last words for the people?
Do your homework, I guess.
Do your homework, folks. Sensor Crow, thank you so much for calling in, man. Hope you have a great weekend.
Yes. You too.
Folks, you're listening to VR Radio here in the Metaverse. We're playing some great tracks for the next 20 minutes or so here in the later half of the show. But coming up next, we got Acid Rock by the Funkies off of the Nigeria Rock album. Enjoy. Folks, you're listening to VR Radio. I'm laughing, not because it's funny, but because Clear Feathered posts in chat says, grape is better. Folks, do you agree? Really, on the show, we try to get to the most important topics, and El Brollo Loco. Do you agree with the sentiment that grape jam is better than strawberry jam, El Brollo Loco? El Brollo Loco, are you there? Grape jam or strawberry jam? Unfortunately, I think the debate topic was too too decisive. We're gonna have to redo our debate topics here. McCoud, are you there? McCoud 12. It's hard when we need to get to the core of what is a human, and truly, I think the strawberry versus
what's going on
versus grape jam debate is truly one of the most important aspects. Eric G, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. I think lemon jam is commonly overthought. You don't typically see it on the shelf, so you have to find it from like the place. So not a lot of people know about it. But
Okay.
lemon jam on toast is another level altogether.
That's a really, really interesting, I would say, third angle that you've brought into the otherwise black and white debate here, Eric.
That is true.
For those not familiar with the lemon jam variety, can you maybe give a use case outside of the classic toast example?
So jam is, jam's commonly used in toast and PB&Js and stuff. However, a lot of people also use it for like glazes for chicken and, all that sorts of stuff. I don't think they have it in 2020 yet. That's what we're broadcasting to.
Mhm.
Definitely came around in the 2080 millennial phase, kind of the reboot of the millennial phase. So I'm not sure if they have it where they're listening now, but it's definitely something to think about because the sooner this comes into the timeline, the better.
I definitely agree, man. I think when it was interesting seeing when humanity reached that point that they discovered the lemon jam variety and sort of the actual use cases for it. I remember reading a paper the other day about what was it? One of the great existential doctors that live on the Mars station, but they were basically saying they could use lemon jam to, in effect, create and propel space vehicles, singular one-person vehicles powered completely by lemon jam. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I've read that too. I also heard that so what is it now? Like, it used to be called SpaceX. Now it's called Starship X.
Nice.
They've been using that lately to fuel their ships going to and from Mars, like going back to Earth. And estimated travel time is around like 10 seconds. So it's pretty nice. I mean, when they were running Grape Jam, it was like 14, but who wants to waste those 4 additional seconds? You could be doing anything. In 4 seconds, you could throw your dog the frisbee on Mars and he would catch it,
Yeah, no, that's insane. I remember back in the day when it was like 20 seconds, and that was like, ugh, this is so boring.
Yeah, that was definitely the Great Preserves phase. I remember that well.
Yeah, that was a rough phase. Eric, do you have any last words for the people before we wrap up the show here?
Not really. I mean, we're about to go into the weekend, so make sure to have fun. For most of the northern hemisphere, spring's coming along, so if the weather's nice, definitely get outside. I mean, today is National Unplugging Day, but it could also be tomorrow, It's just the base essence of what National Unplugging Day means. Don't be tied up at your computer the entire day. I know it's 2020 where we're broadcasting, but VR is coming about. Make sure to get outside, enjoy some fresh air, even if it's for 5 minutes.
Wise words, Eric. Thanks for calling in, man. Have a great weekend.
You have a good day, Jack.
Folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. We got another track for you. This is Sunset Lover by Petite Biscuit. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. was Sunset Lover by Petite Biscuit. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic weekend. And an even greater life. For when there is life, there is existence. And when there is existence, there is a sentence that is never